Welcome to Garden Wise Adventures. My name is Malie, and today we're back for another fun video. It's another one where I had a product sent to me that I'm excited to try out, and it came just in time. So what this product is a Wolezek, and I hope I pronounced that correctly, W-O-L-E-Z-E-K, Wolezek lights. They're lights. They're lights that can clip on pots. There's a tall one and a short one. So let's get this box open and show you what's inside, and then I'll show you what I'm going to use it on. Okay, so we got this box cut open. And they did have plastic bubble wrap in here. I did pull that out first, just so I could kind of see what was inside. And we've got two lights that are in here. This one is supposed to clip onto pots. I'm really excited to open this and look at and see what it looks like. And this one right here is meant for taller plants. So you can kind of see how tall that lady is. I don't know how actually tall she is. Maybe she's 3 feet tall. We'll see. It's supposed to be 65 inches. So let's pull these open and see what they look like. Let's open the small one first. Look at the user manual. It's a very small user manual. Ah, I love it. Now I have power strips with timers on them, and I'm running out of areas to plug things into those timers. But this has its own timer. It looks like you have a choice of 6, 12, or 16 hours. You have different, you can turn the brightness up and down. And I looked them up before. I'm going to link the Amazon link down below, and it has a little bit more information about it. But what I saw on the Amazon site is that the brightness goes anywhere from, I can't remember what, but it goes up to 6,500 Kelvin, which is a great brightness for plants. So you can adjust it to the brightness that you want. And it looks like there's a stake and a clip-on for the pot. So let's open this up and look. So this looks like it might be easy to understand. We're gonna mess with it and see if we can figure it out. So this is where you plug it in. So that way we could plug it in. This is the light right here, and I love it. So it's adjustable any way you want it. Oh, this is going to be amazing. I know exactly where I want to use this. Let's show you where I want to use it. Okay, before we go show you where we're going to use this, let's show you how this works. So you've got a stake that you can put in your pot. So that feels like it would go deep enough to be able to hold this. Then you can twist it around anywhere you want. Or you can screw this on here. And clip it to the pot. So this is the area that I want to use it. I have several plants right here that are in the dark. They've been growing okay. You know, they do have a few issues that need to be taken care of, and I'm wondering if light will help with that. So I think what I want to do is clip that light so that it shines towards the plants here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is plug this light in. Let's take it back behind here and where I want to put it. Look how perfectly it clips on here. So you can actually clip it down here onto a pot, but up here is wide enough that it is really tight on here. It's not going to move around. Then we can adjust that. Let's get it plugged in, and then we'll adjust it the way we want it. So back here we have my power strip. 1/2 is timed. I have one little plug-in left on the timed side. The other side is not on a timer. So now that I've plugged it into an area that doesn't have a timer, we can use the timer that's on the light. This is the area right here. You can see that it's got a blue light on it to show that it's plugged in. Okay, so we've got the light on. It seems to be lighting up that area. I'm going to adjust it a little bit more. Let's mess with the functions and see if we can figure those out. Okay, we're messing with the brightness of the light. Looks like you can use different spectrums. And then you can dim or brighten it. Now I love that, so I put it on 16 hours. So it's on a timer that will go on 16 hours. Now I assume it's like all my other timed lights. I'm gonna need to go in the morning at the time that I want it to come on and turn it on then, which is about 7 o'clock in the morning, but that's fine, I can do that. And then I've got it on a high spectrum highlight. Now I've pointed it towards my white walls that will reflect the light back. I've taken it a bit away from my plant because these plants don't like a ton of light, but I think this is going to give them a little more light and we're going to spark a little more growth out of these. So I really actually like that a lot. There's a lot of uses for it and you can adjust it in any way you want it. Very useful. We'll see how the plants grow with it. So now that we've opened the smaller light, let's open this larger one and I'll show you where I want to use this one. This is the one I'm excited for. Okay, so let's get this one open. I've got the same instruction manual. Looks like we have the same kind of light. The flexible part right here seems to be a little bit shorter. Got a nice long cord. I like when they send nice long cords. Okay, and here is the stake. It's telescoping stake, so you can make it as tall or short as you want it. Now it doesn't have a clip on it like the other one, which is very interesting. It just has a stake. But the stake part seems pretty long, so hopefully that will be strong enough to hold up the light. I'm gonna screw this into here. Okay, that's nice and tight. And there it is. Let me show you where I want to use this. Now I was really excited when Wolezek reached out and asked me if I would like to trial their lights, because I have this plant right here. This is one of my favorite fruits in the whole world. This is a pineapple guava, a feijoa, and somebody gave me a seedling this last spring, and it has gotten way too tall for this area. It needs a lot of light. Pineapple guavas are meant for zone 8 and can't tolerate any freezing temperatures at all. So it is freezing cold outside right now. It's below freezing. And I needed to find a place where I could put this plant where it would get enough light and it could get taller, because it is going to get taller. So once I got these lights, I went out and repotted this plant into a larger pot. Now obviously it's not going to fit where it is now. Let me show you where I'm going to move it and how I'm going to use a Wolezek light to see if we can keep this healthy. So I decided I wanted to move my pineapple guava out from under this light rack because it's too tall, and put it in this area. Now this area is obviously too dark for it. Let's see what this light can do for it. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is stick the light down into the pot. Now we're going to pull the telescoping part up. Now that feels pretty stable. Let's see how far up it can go. Okay, the light is telescoped up as high as it can get. I'm 5'2", it's in that pot. So it's pretty tall. This plant will be able to grow as tall as it wants and still be able to stay under the light. So if you have some really tall plants, this might be a great idea. Now it feels really stable. Let's put this back down to the proper height for my plant and then see how bright it is. Like I said, this is a really nice long cord. So let's string this through where it's going to work out the best. So there we have the light on my plant. It's in a darker corner, so we'll be able to see how the growth does, and the growth will depend on the brightness of this light. So this is going to be a good test for it. I like it so far. I like the convenience. I like how tall it can get. I like that it's on a timer and that you can program the dimness and the brightness of it. So like I said, I will link the Amazon links down below. I think these are going to be great lights and they would be fun to have you guys try them and tell me how you like them too. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to test them on my houseplants over here with the one that clips onto the pots, and then the taller one we're going to test on my pineapple guava. Now, according to Wolezek, the taller one has 80 LEDs and the smaller one has 48 LEDs. Both of them are adjustable 360 degrees any way you want them. You saw how I was able to adjust that, and I really, really like that. The adjustability of it is really easy and it's not limited by anything. Then you can adjust the timing and the amount of light you get to each plant. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to try these and see how they work. Now, Wolezek did send a code for 10% off, and it's good until the end of this month. Right now it's January 12th. And it's good until January 31st. So if you'd like to try them out, definitely head over to the Amazon links that I've linked in the description below and try them out and let me know how they work. So hopefully this video has been helpful to you. If it has been helpful, I hope you like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and go have a wonderful garden adventure.